All right, Shalom. It's your brother Kashkwala coming back at you with a swift lesson in the spirit, giving all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Kakadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule to teach well. Peace, love, salutation to the 11144 First Root. It's going to be a lesson, man. It's going to be a lesson about women. Oh yeah, I laugh because I'm tired of it. You know what I'm saying? But things got to get corrected. So I'm not more so gonna be in a sense of cursing anyone out or nigga women and niggas done heard it from us. I said nigga women and niggas have heard it from us prophets and will continue to hear it how off they are. But sometimes you need a lesson that's kind of calmed down and toned down to show solutions on how to fix certain problems in certain areas. So what I can say is this is more so going to maybe individuals, when I say individuals, women who who listen to our lessons, who actually are with the actual prophet, you know what I'm saying, and how to deal. So there's one thing I do want to say, all right? Us being on the highways and byways, daily lives, day in and day out, as men, as prophets, we consistently go through mental straits. We're going to have our ups and downs and things of that nature. Everyone does, but sometimes the spirit weighs heavier on us than the average individual. All right, so let me just get this. I'm going to, clean everything up, meaning in my words here so I can bring forth understanding. So 2 Corinthians 1:3 says, "Blessed be the Most High, even the Father of our Lord, Yahushua Mashiach, the Father of mercies and the power of all comfort." It says, who comforted us in our tribulation. So first things first, ultimately what we get, and I'm speaking about us prophets, all right, us men, okay, because that's who Yahweh Bashim Yahushai deals with. And I'm going to be real. I'm saying that very loosely, all right? We do believe he deals with us, but he doesn't directly deal with us, okay? There's levels to this, okay? There's levels to this. A lot of in the book, when I'm going to the book of Revelation, okay? When you read a lot of the book of Revelation, there's a lot of things going on in the heavenly realm that you don't even have to do with us. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is on a bigger time frame, or what I can just his bigger picture than just little me and little you. You know what I'm saying? But in a sense, he does deal with us. So he is our comfort when we're going through our tribulations. I'm gonna establish this point first. So this is Revelation 21:4, and please stay with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna bring it all back. Revelation 21:3, it says, "And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, Behold, the tabernacle of the Most High is with men." Now, when you go into the word tabernacle, it means dwelling place. And if you have a dwelling place, that's where your comfort is. Where the dwelling place and the comfort the Lord is comfortable with dealing with is with men. All right, just simply plain put it that, not women. All right, so he deals with men. So going back, it says, who comforted us in all of our tribulations. So speaking now to you wives of prophets, and this is including mine, all right? Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is our comfort. The Spirit is our comfort, all right? So now what you're thinking, why am I saying this? Where do I take effect? And I'm speaking as, you, the women. You still have a role to play in our lives, especially if you're with us. Okay, you have a role to play, and there's one big thing that you need to do. We go through our daily stressors throughout life. Paul even tells us if we're pretty much dealing with a woman, we have to pretty much sometimes focus on the affairs of this world, meaning you and your needs. If you have kids, them and their needs, so on and so forth. And that's why he tells most of us, hey, if you're not with anybody, keep it that way. You know what I'm saying? Keep it that way because you don't have to focus on those certain things. Now, back to what I'm saying, where you come into play, speaking to the wives, okay? We already go through our stressors every day. Don't be another fucking stress. That simple. Do not be another stress. We deal with it at our job. We deal with it just being out in the matrix. We deal with it through Satan messing with us, things of that nature. The last person I want to be, messing with me is my wife. All right. So I do have an article. I'm going to get to it, but I'm going to finish this. So it says that we may be able to comfort them which are in any trouble by the comfort wherewith we ourselves are comforted of the Most High. Because us as prophet and as husbands, we are your comfort. Okay? Real talk. Because the Lord comforts us, and that's how the order goes. It goes Heavenly Father, Yahushua, men, woman, children. Simple. Okay? So who do you go for comfort, security, or sense of security and things of that nature? Us. Okay? So we already having a stressor and having to worry to provide and things of that nature. Of course, the scriptures say be careful for nothing, but it's still something that, wearies the flesh. And I'm just going to keep it a straight buck here. Okay? So the last thing that we need is to come home to someone else who's going to further that stress that we get from the outside world. We don't have the fucking time, okay? That's why, just me, I can't speak on the behalf. When certain things happen or a woman does certain things, I'm so fed up with it because I've already had to deal with everything else. I don't feel like dealing with you either, all right? So this is Titus, the 2nd chapter. It says the aged woman likewise. Now we're getting to the how do you deal with a man who's going under stress, who, real talk, we're down a lot of times, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to things of this world. Of course, nothing can take our joy away because we have hope. But when you see your man down, don't add to it. Don't kick him while he's down. So Titus 2 and 3, some adjectives that you should be conducting yourself. So it's aged woman likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness. So it starts off with behavior. All right. So let's just get that word behavior real quick. I'm trying to make this as quick as possible because I've come to a realization in my mind, man. Sometimes I don't really like doing lessons on women because keep it a buck, y'all irritate me. You know what I'm saying? So your behavior means your demeanor. All right. So how should your demeanor be? All right. It should be coming as holiness and not false accusers, not giving too much to wine, teachers of good things, that they may teach the young woman to be sober. So more adjectives, sober, meaning sober in mind, to love their husbands. That's a big one. All right. And if you love your husbands, you wouldn't fucking lie. You wouldn't cheat. You wouldn't talk shit. You know what I'm saying? And when he's down, you wouldn't kick him when he's down. Things of that nature. So we're going to hold it right here. And I brought up this article. So pretty much things he needs from you when he's down. This is speaking to women. Things he needs of you when he is down. Okay? He doesn't need you bitching. Okay? I'm keeping it straight. He doesn't need you bitching. He doesn't need you asking him for every little fucking thing. He doesn't need you to make him make a big decision. You know what I'm saying? Just keep big topics to yourself, which is going to talk about here. You know what I'm saying? So we're just going to go ahead and get into it. I'm not going to read all this, but I'll put the link in the article description below. All right, because I'm going to say it again. We deal with stressors every damn day. You know, work, kids, I don't know, whatever, your car breaking down, I don't know, animals, just daily lives, shoot, having to do lessons, keeping up with brothers, not only from your camp, brothers from other camps, you know what I'm saying, making sure we're on point, making sure we're on point when it comes to knowledge, studying, going out to the highways and byways and risking our life, literally. Because we don't know what can happen out there in Babylon. Babylon is the valley of shadow of death. Y'all don't have to go out. Y'all just have to sit home and just do what you do. You know what I'm saying? Of course, Esau made it into society to where both men and women have to work. But y'all take on half the shit that we take on. All right? So first things first, it says to put your stuff aside. All right? I'm not going to get the precept, but brothers know I love bringing it out. It's in Philippians, the 2nd chapter. Matter of fact, I'm just going to get it. All right? I'm just going to get it. Man, I'm having a brain fart, Salaki. Philippians 2 and 4 says, look not every man on his own things, but every man also on the things of others. And a woman, modern society has ruined women on what a woman should actually be. It has ruined the definition of a woman. So now we have these modern women who don't understand shit. Okay, so putting your stuff aside, and that includes your attitude, your pride, all of that. That includes all of that. All right. Modern women can't get with it. Okay. So you, as you know, if you're with a man who so happens to be in this thing of ours, a lot of times you're gonna have to put your stuff aside. What I'm getting at is women as creatures, okay, because they were created for one specific purpose, and that is to help the man, not stress the man, not irritate the man. Okay? It is to help us. Women are supposed to be one of the most considerate creatures on the planet Earth because their role is to be a servant all their lives. Your purpose on earth is servitude to the man. And to put your things first before the man makes you a terrible servant. So that's number one, especially when a man is down. Put your shit aside and pick your man back up. All right? Let's go to number 2. To stay home with him. To stay home with him. All right? If your man is down, you say, hey, I'm going to keep it real. Sometimes when we're down, we could be a little snappy. We could be like, man, get the hell away from me. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? You know, men are we're very simple to understand. I'll tell you that. Okay? Women make men complex because they're a complexity themselves. We just want 1 or 2, 3 things from you. That's it. All right? But when we're down, all right, and we may, not right now, whatever, and you cop attitude and want to leave, that's the damn wrong thing to do. All right? Sometimes you got to be a big girl and face your fears. All right? And one of the biggest fears that you women have is facing accountability. Because more times, 9 times out of 10, if a man is mad and he's just at home, it's because of your ass. And you need to figure out what it is. Okay? You need to figure out what it is instead of leaving and running away from accountability and responsibilities. Let's go to the next one. All right? To be sensitive. All right? Some of us need it, some of us don't. You know what I'm saying? But the world is so damn tough on men that sometimes a little bit of femininity from our wife can kind of snap us out of it. All right? I found this video and I shared it to the brothers here in Atlanta. It's pretty much this woman. She titled the lesson to fuck the fuck the war out of him, because we go through our daily stresses. Our daily stressors is war to us. So when we come back home, we don't need to come back home to another fucking battle. All right. Sometimes you need to get us out of that mind frame. So being sensitive or showing your true sense of femininity will work. All right. Let's go to the next one. All right. And these are 15 total. So we're on 4. It says, give him a pep talk. You know, as much as we give you pep talks and prepare you for the times that are coming, sometimes we need it. All right. We love the brotherhood, but a lot of us who have wives, just keep it real with yourselves. Brothers who out there who do have wives, like myself, our wives know us better than some of the brothers. And that's truthfully speaking, because we're with them every single day. Okay. So you should know your husband. Give him a pep talk, because I'm sure he's probably opened up to you a little bit for you to fucking understand what you need to do to pick him back up. Let's go to the next one. Number 5. It says to watch his show. This doesn't really matter. Let's go to number 6. To cuddle. This doesn't really matter, but it's always good. You know what I'm saying? The scriptures talk about him that lived in her bosom. May not be, that goes into like pillow talking. I think it's in the book of Micah. But, women got big breasts and, a fat butt for us men. All right. Just keeping it real, So if you need to cuddle him or just need to console and he needs someone, to hold or whatever, then be that person. All right. Don't, the scriptures tell us men to not be as a roaring lion in the house. But I'm going to tell you women, don't be a fucking bitch in the house either. So that scripture goes towards y'all too. You know what I'm saying? Don't just be an asshole and, a non-sensitive asshole and someone who doesn't take care of their, take accountability for themselves. Don't be like that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you need to take accountability and realize maybe I've done something wrong. Let me do the things that I know he likes for me to do. You know what I'm saying? Next thing, to keep it private, meaning keep things in house. All right. So let me go back to this. Verse 4 says to love their children, to be discreet. All right. So let's get that word discreet. It says a sound mind, sane in one's senses. All right. Self-controlled. So that's a perfect part of that precept to this, to keep it private. That means you're keeping your control. Don't be like these individuals on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, spilling all the beans and shit. Don't be like that. Okay? Let's go back. So one of them did say to stay at home with them. It says to be chaste and keepers at home. All right? Sit your ass down and be a wife. The word wife and the word woman are synonymous to one another. It's a female servant. You can't be a servant to your husband. You can't love your husband if you're gone. All right. Next, number 8. All right. It says to give him time to cry. Number 9, to let him vent. Number 10. And sometimes a lot of us, the way we vent is through an epistle via YouTube. So, sometimes, you don't necessarily need to have that happen. It says to assure him things will be fine. It's always good to hear everything's going to be okay sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Number 11 says to stay calm. All right. That's an issue that a lot of women do have because you're so emotional, which I fully understand. You're a woman. A lot of emotions run through your system, but just take a time out to breathe and be calm for one time in your life. It'll make everything that much better. All right. And if you stay calm, you think better, because a lot of women are irrational and it has no type of logic within them. Okay. So if you sit here and breathe for a second and just realize something and, put your stuff aside, all right, meaning put your pride aside, because, modern women are the proudest motherfuckers walking this earth today. Maybe you can realize something, It says to get him comfort food. Some of these things you can just like to cuddle, comfort food, things that you can just put off to the side. Some of these things actually you can take account of. It says not go too far. All right, there's a video of this dude. It's a stand-up comedy, if I can find it. He pretty much was like, one second. Men, yeah, I found it. Okay, I found it. Let me see if I can, there we go. I'm going to show you this video. Here it goes. I will play this clip.
Here's how you get your man to like you, ladies. It's a simple principle.
Here's how you get your man to like you, but peep the title. It says men want to be alone, but not by ourselves. You know, sometimes let me say we do want to be by ourselves, like where there's nothing or nobody around, no dog barking, no woman chirping, nothing, TV's off, just in your own space. You know, maybe you could read, do a lesson, play a video game, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you just want that little solitude or solace, all right, for like an hour. You know what I'm saying? But real talk, man, someone who's spiritual understands that, you know, being a human, you know what I'm saying, being an actual person, we're social creatures. You do want to socialize, and some brothers are people person. You know, they like to socialize and connect with people. You know, and shoot, even being in this truth, not one of us, and you'll be a liar to yourself if you call yourself an introvert. You're not an introvert, because no introvert goes onto the highways and byways and screams at the top of the lungs reading Proverbs 3 and 10. I don't know, I just random precept. You know what I'm saying? All right, no introvert does that. So none of us are introverts. So you can get that out your noggin if you think you are. You know, but I will say this. You know, some of us are not as extroverted, if that's a word, as the next. If you see what I'm saying, some of us are really to ourselves, but you can't call yourself an introvert if you're doing the work of a prophet. It requires you not to be an introvert. Okay? Jonah tried to be an introvert, and the Lord said, no, get your ass over here and do what you're supposed to do. You know, but anywho, I'm going to play a little bit of this.
This is a man.
You women, you wives, you know, watch this real quick.
Principle, if you can just follow this. Men want to be alone, but we don't want to be by ourselves. You understand what the fuck that means? Do you get that? That means we want you around, but just not right in my fucking face. Like, you know, in the vents, on the roof, anywhere you want to be, but not right the fuck here talking to me. Just sometimes I'll call you too, sweetie. Yeah, nothing, and don't come down here. Just want nothing. I don't want shit. What you want? What you want? You called me. Why'd you call me? I said nothing. You wanted something. What did you want before you didn't want it? Why you downstairs by yourself in the dark? What you doing? Why'd you sneak out of bed to come hide from me? What's going on? What are you doing? Watching TV by yourself? What you doing? Move your leg off that ottoman where it's comfortable so I can sit next to you and wrap my leg around your leg in some hot I love you vibe. Come here, come here. Give me your arm. Give me your arm. Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. Mean it. Mean the kiss.
All right, you know, y'all can go look that up and watch the rest of it. It's pretty funny, but what he's saying is kind of on point. You know what I'm saying? You know, we want you around, but, you know, not all up in my damn face, you know what I'm saying? But it's good to know that there's another spirit, you know, that's somewhat compatible with me that's walking around, if you see what I'm saying. And shit, we don't feel like doing laundry or sweeping or mopping and shit either, or doing dishes. So that's what you're here for. So it says, the next one, verse 14, avoid criticism. And number 15, skip heavy topics. Exactly. Skip heavy topics. Don't come to me with some bullshit when I'm down, when I'm irritated, or when I'm irritated with yo ass. Don't fucking be asking me questions about other stuff. Ask me questions on what the hell is wrong and how you can make it right. Don't ask me. Don't talk to me about work. Don't talk to me about your mom or no, motherfucker. You need to clear it up with me. Then we could talk about that stuff. You see what I'm saying? And here's a few more things. Number 16 that I added, be humble. Number 17, cut it out with the attitude. And number 18, accountability, like I've been saying. All these things, you don't even have to do all 18 things. You could do like, you know, you got to peep things, you know. Like you say, if you're with your man, you know him better than most. You probably know him better than his father knows him. You know, at this point, however long you've been with him, because you're with him every day. So if you're with someone every single day, every minute of the day, you're going to get to know them faster. You know what I'm saying? Because when a man gets of age and he leaves the house, like me personally, I left my house and never went back. I left my house at 18 and never went back. I'm pushing mid-30s now. You know what I'm saying? So I would, I'm not saying that like it's a big thing, but I've been away from my parents for a long time. When you get with somebody who's been with you for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years every single day, they're going to learn things that your parents maybe never knew about you as being a man. You see what I'm saying? So certain things. So you can pick 2 or 1 thing or 3 things, and use those 3 things out of the topics that we brought out here today to make him feel better when he's down. All right. So I know brothers. So let me finish this, and then I'm gonna get to what I was gonna say. Titus 2:5 says to be discreet, chaste, keepers at home, good, obedient to their husbands, and to be obedient to your husband is mean you keep your ass at home. Us men, us prophets, we understand what the scriptures say in the book of Ecclesiasticus to giving water no passage, giving a woman no liberty to gad abroad, meaning keep her dumb ass at home, because women, they're very susceptible to things. They're very gullible, and they're very easily persuaded. So they're going to be easily persuaded into mischief, aka Eve. Go read about it in the book of Genesis. She was out there by herself, gadding abroad, away from her husband, not at home, and sin enters the world. That's why the scriptures also say that in the same chapter of what I'm quoting, through her we all die, because sin came, the woman. So it's like, and that's another thing too. You women need to stop, your wives of us need to stop walking around thinking like you're owed something, okay? Or thinking that you deserve something. Y'all just as fucked up as we are. But the more jacked up thing about it is, y'all don't realize the things that we realize. Y'all don't realize the Lamentations 3 and 42. If that's right, that you fucked up because you lack accountability. We got accountability as men and prophets. We understand why we're in slavery. So don't walk around thinking that, I deserve to be this, No, you don't. You're nobody. Okay? You're nobody. People say you're a pawn. You're not even a pawn. You're not even on the chessboard. I'm speaking to all you women. You're not even on the chessboard. You're not. Just be humble. Be quiet. Be happy that you're even in the position that you are with the prophet. And then stop stressing him out. And these are ways that you can do it. Or if he's down and is stressed from the world, these are things that can help in the household to bring positive energy back. Not combating it, him being stressed with your pride. That doesn't make anything better. You see what I'm saying? And, I'm giving tips, out there to women who may be with prophets, but I'm speaking to my household first and foremost. You see what I'm saying? If this message gets across, I don't know, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just being real. All right? So what I was about to say before that, brothers, I know y'all be like, bro, what you're saying is like damn near impossible. But I'm going to go ahead and get Luke 1:37. It says, for the Most High, nothing shall be impossible. So nothing is impossible. Yes, accountability in women is like oil and water. They do not mix. But I guarantee you, if you pray for the woman, the Lord will make it possible. I'm not saying that your woman will be accountable all the time, but for the one fucking time that you may need her to be accountable, it'll happen. You see what I'm saying? Or the one time you need her to stop being prideful, it'll happen. Or the one time you may need her to understand something, it'll happen. You see what I'm saying? And maybe a video like this will get through her mind after you done prayed for her. Yeah, I don't care how mad she makes you, whatever. Just send up a prayer. Okay? Just send up a prayer. All right? I don't care if you don't feel like talking to her, don't want to be around her or whatever, but just send up a prayer. And then while the man, us, we're chilling or whatever, trying to get over whatever dumbass crap that you did that you're not going to fess up to, try one of these tactics out with us. All right? I'll put the link in the description box below. Try one of these things. Try being accountable. Try not having an attitude. Try just staying at home. All right? Try being humble. Try putting your pride aside or putting things aside. Try not to ask him for so damn much. You know what I'm saying? Try to do those certain things. Maybe you'll see him crack a smile when he's down. Maybe. But if you don't want to see that, keep being an asshole. Keep being a bitch. All right? Keep walking around thinking you deserve something and you don't. Keep walking around that you think you somebody and you're not. You see what I'm saying? You keep doing it and see where it's going to get you. You know what I'm saying? So this is to all the women out there who may be with a prophet or just may be with a man in general. All right? Try these things. Us as men, as a conglomerated group of men in general, prophets and all, regular men, whatever, men in whole are extremely scrutinized in this society. And we deal with a fucking lot. And we have no platform to express, certain things or to vent to anybody because everyone's going to label us as something, Some men don't even have a small circle to go to. Call all your Habashim Yahushai, we got the brotherhood. But some men don't even have a small circle. There's no other reason why men's, I don't want to say that word, but, they take something of theirs is the highest percentage than anyone on the earth. Higher than women. Okay? Y'all know where I'm getting at. So that's that. Spirit just had me stop right there. You know what I'm saying? So Lord willing, this was edifying. I want to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai, Bashim, Chakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, the room and teach well. Peace, love, salutation to the 1140 for first fruit. Brother Kasha Paul, until the next time, say shalom, and like always, repent for Yahweh Shai is coming back sooner than what me and you believed. All right, shalom.